Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frank Menchaca, Senior Vice President, Global Product Management at Cengage Learning, Nader Kamri, Senior Vice President of Gale Sales and Marketing, and Jim Draper, Vice President and General Manager of Gale.
Good afternoon, everybody. So on behalf of Cengage Learning and Gale, I want to welcome you to this meeting. You have probably joined us because you've received an email message or a telephone call or word of mouth that there are big changes going on at Gale. And you would be right. There are big changes going on at Gale, and we want to talk to you about those today. You also probably thought that those changes had something to do with our parent company, Cengage Learning emerging from bankruptcy, and all of that is true. But that's not really what we're here to talk to you about today. We're here to talk to you about changes that have come out of our ongoing dialogue with our customers and our users about how we can help support libraries becoming new kinds of organizations in the 21st century. So I am enormously excited to be here with my colleagues Nader Kamri and Jim Draper to tell you about those changes. So this is occurring at a very auspicious time. This year marks our 60th anniversary as a company. So that's great, and really glad you applauded that. Think about what happens at 60 years. At 60, many people are thinking about retirement. Many people are thinking about retrospectives. They're looking behind. What I'm here to tell you today is that at 60, Gale is just getting started. At 60, we are looking ahead. At 60, we are looking at 60 more years of innovative products and innovative go-to-market services that will help libraries become the new kinds of institutions that living in a global, connected 21st century is all about. How did we arrive at some of those ideas that you're going to hear about today? We arrived at them as a result of an ongoing and intensive dialogue with our customers, listening to their needs, understanding what challenges they're facing, but also looking at the way that the people who use libraries live their lives and trying to solve problems not only that exist in the library, but in the information world that everybody inhabits today. And so I'm enormously excited to be able to join my colleagues in telling you about those. And I think it probably is a good place to start. I'll call on Nader to talk a little bit about the changes that we see libraries going through and how we as an organization are going to help to build the next 60 years of supporting those libraries.
Sure. Thank you, Frank. So I've actually been with the company for 15 years. This is the first job I had after graduating from college. Graduated on Sunday, Monday morning I was working here as an intern. And through those 15 years, I've seen our industry just change dramatically. First of all, I mean, do you agree, do we not have the best customers anyone could possibly ask for? Woo! You know, we are so lucky to be serving libraries, to be enabling libraries to serve that greater purpose that they serve. But over these years, I mean, when it first started, it was all about print moving to digital and providing access to things, and everything was about remote access and making things online and so forth. And now that everyone's done that, it's about utility. It's really about helping these libraries kind of realize what they've always known, which is that they have so much more to offer their communities, whether that community be an educational institution and the students and faculty, a public libraries community, a school system, whatever it is. There's so much more they could do to offer, so much more they could offer that community and really influence outcomes and do a lot more. So really, we as a company need to evolve as well. We need to stop just focusing on what we've been doing, which is creating databases and, digitizing reference content and so forth, and really look at what can we do to help catapult libraries into that future that they already see, but need help getting to? What can we do to really help libraries realize that vision? So I feel like today, March 3rd, is the first day in many days of announcements from Gale on how we're going to partner with our library community and really help them do a lot more, because they deserve it. So Jim, do you want to talk a little bit about what we're doing with product to kind of transform the company that is Gale?
Yeah, Nader, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I've been here almost 30 years, and I'm not nearly 60, however, so I'm not, I hope you knew that by looking. If you didn't, you can keep that to yourself. But I've been here a long time, and I've seen the same kinds of changes that Nader has referenced. It's an amazing transformation that the industry has undergone and what librarians have done to make their services so much more valuable. It's astonishing. I'm not ready to give up, though, at 60. I'm fired up, and I know the product team is, and I know all the other teams are, because we have such a mission. I want to introduce you today to one mission that I feel very, very passionately about. For years, Gale has been looking to be a STEM publisher. That's science, technology, engineering, and math. Sometimes people say engineering and medicine. That's the M. It's kind of been an unmet need in our portfolio. I'm here today to tell you that that need has now been met, thanks to very, very large partnerships with two of our best partners, Springer and Elsevier. We will be bringing to our customers this year an ebook program consisting of the best 2013 and 2014 monograph front list from these two premium partners of ours. And I think that's great news. We love Springer, we love Elsevier, we love others that I can't name today who are also coming on board with this program, and so many of our GVRL partners, our ebook partners who have been with us for such a long time and helped to make our librarians so successful, their patrons so successful. Here's what it looks like, and this is coming up very, very quickly in the next 2-3 months. We're beginning our STEM publishing program with very focused collections. Why are we doing that? It's because we listened to what the librarians wanted, we listen to what our customers want, and we listen to the end users. How do you want to see this content? How do you want it digested? How do you want it packaged? So here's what we're doing. We are launching immediately 34 entirely new STEM-focused ebook collections, consisting principally of monographs, but not exclusively, to meet the needs of customers and end users in various disciplines. To give you some idea of what these packages will look like, I'll give you some samples. Think of how different this is from what we've been doing at Gale in the past and how revolutionary for the future. Cybersecurity, energy, agriculture and plant sciences, imaging and radiology, robotics, systems and design. Again, very different from what Gale has done before. We've published in these areas, of course, but never at great scale. How about sports medicine? Huge interest in this. Now, every library can create a package based on our collections to support that need. Mathematics, the M in STEM. Excellent, outstanding materials, thanks to our partners and some organic Gale collections that we are including in these large packages. Electrical engineering, and even more. We haven't, though, just created ebooks in this STEM area. Nader's going to tell you a little bit about how we're thinking even bigger. STEM is big right now, but even bigger and where we're heading now.
Sure. So today marks the first day in Gale's mission to become the largest provider of ebooks to the world. Okay? So, through the revolutionary thing that GVRL is, I mean, the Gale Virtual Reference Library really revolutionized how people access content when it came out in the early 2000s. But through that platform, which is now evolving, we will be launching monograph collections. So Jim mentioned 34 STEM collections, but those 34 are actually a part of a suite of 70 collections that are launching today. Those 70 collections cover all of our market types. So public libraries, we have collections for small business owners, do-it-yourselfers, to those supporting early literacy, all the different areas, all the personas that a public library has to serve in this day and age. In the school area, we have collections that support the Common Core and national standards, whether it's history or science, all the different areas that school systems need to support today. Professional development through partnerships with ASCD and ISTE, full collections of the Britannica content. All these major publishers have now been brought into the Gale Virtual Reference Library, where we're now offering 70 collections covering all the different areas. And then in academics, in the academic libraries, it's not just STEM. We're going into business. We're going into criminology, all these other areas that we know are growing and need more support from a content perspective. Because our customers need it, we're there to support it. So this is really, really exciting, and I think it's just the beginning of a lot of things that are happening with our ebook platform, right, Jim?
It is, absolutely. I love numbers. It's kind of what I am and who I am, so I'll give you a couple numbers just to make it seem real cool. For Springer, about 3,000 monograph titles. It's a lot of content. For Elsevier, more than 1,000. Again, a really nice collection. And that's how we can curate so well such great collections, because we have these great partners and so many options, and we collect for them. And of course, all of this content will be on GVRL, which is an award-winning platform. I think you all know this, and thank you those in the room who helped to build this. It's wonderful. Which means that our solution, rather uniquely, offers HTML viewing, very deep indexing, PDF viewing, read speaker. That's really important. And when I think of the global market that we are a part of, how important is that? Translation services as well. All kinds of great tools to make that experience of the customer and the end user entirely effective.
Right, so with the Gale Virtual Reference Library, it's an award-winning platform. You have the capability of having unlimited usage. You have all those different features that Jim mentioned. So bringing that and bringing monographs and giving monographs that functionality is really revolutionary. You don't have HTML versions of monographs for the most part. Almost all of them are PDFs. So there's so much more you can do with HTML, and we have that in our platform, and we've invested in converting all that content. So all these collections are now on a website that we'll be launching to you. It's called gale.com /ebook collections. And we'll also be emailing all of our customers and so forth the information about that website. But this is also the signal to us that we have to really look at the brand of GVRL and what Gale Virtual Reference Library is. So we know it's Gale. Everything's virtual these days. It's no longer just reference, and everyone knows that we love libraries. So do we really need to call it Gale Virtual Reference Library anymore? So right now, we're actually going through a process of looking at rebranding the platform as we start to bring new content types into it, and doing quite a bit so that we can really get students to recognize that this is the best source for any information that they need in anything that they're doing. So this will be the beginning of some work around rebranding that, because it's really not just monographs, right?
Yep. No, that's not all, as they say. It's not all at all. There's more that I can tell you, just briefly in the time we have. Think of video. Video very often is integral to the educational and information and learning missions of libraries of all types. Soon GVRL will feature video. I'm very proud of that. We're also looking at other collections. I can't tell you all the details today, but looking to solve the problems of scholars, researchers, students young and old, across an entire spectrum. And a reminder to some of my colleagues in the room, you may forget this from time to time, but Gale is actually already the world's largest publisher of e-monographs. Where are all these? They're in Gale Digital Collections. Think of Echo, 19th Century Collections Online, The Making of the Modern Law, The Making of the Modern World. 450,000 e-monographs available today. So Gale really, really has mastery in this area and a great depth of experience, which means the solution we're building will be industry leading, and we're very proud of that.
So the whole idea behind all of this, and why change now, really, we're looking again, talking to our customers and what they're going through. And another example of this, I mean, in the public library space, traditionally we've gone in and sold databases and talked all about reference. But now it's a very different conversation. We're in the public libraries now talking about how they can use a resource that we just created in partnership with Smart Horizons called Career Online High School to actually grant accredited high school diplomas to people that have dropped out of high school and are in their community. That's a very different type of service that Gale's able to provide to our library partners. And actually the first library that signed on for this was Los Angeles Public, one of the largest libraries in the country. And they're hopefully going to be very successful with this program. And we have a number of other large library systems that are looking to do this as well. But in every one of our markets, we have to talk about what is it that we could do for them, for our library partners, to really help them achieve what they're hoping to achieve, which is have much more relevance in their community, among their student body, among faculty, and really help them raise that bar. Because as we all know, libraries are crucial, they're extremely important, and it's our job, it's our duty as a company to make sure that the world knows that. So Jim, I know we're emerging out of bankruptcy. A lot of things are happening in the market. Why specifically now?
Why now? That's a great question. Thank you. Here's the reason. The need is now. Our customers have told us they want and need this content delivered this way in these packages now. That's the need. We've identified it. Thank you, customers, for helping us to see this. That is why we are doing this right now. I could add to this, Nader, that as we come out of bankruptcy, our parent company, a good day. We're in excellent shape. We have a great base of customers. We're making investments all over the place, which is a tremendous thing. Someone who looks after product, I just love that. It's a great day for us. And we're hiring. So anybody out there who's listening, we have a lot of positions we're looking to fill, strategic positions to help grow our product program. So please understand that this is step one in all this growth we anticipate. And thank you for that.
Yep. So as a company, this is a very important year for us. We're growing as a company. We're investing into our company. This is a great time in history to be part of Gale. For those of you that are listening in, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, because this is just the beginning of a series of announcements about what we're doing to help our library partners be more successful in what they do. So we also are launching a new blog, blog.gale.com, that will give you product updates and a lot of updates on things that are happening in the industry as things progress. But all in all, I just want to thank all of you for being here today and listening to this very exciting announcement, and all of our customers who also streamed in and listened. We just felt that it was the right thing to do to share this with our employees and our customers at the same time, because we're all in this together.
So thanks, Jim. Thanks, Nader. I'm going to end us where I started us. I talked about the fact that these changes have come along as a result of an intensive and ongoing dialogue with our customers, and that's where we're going to end. For those of you who are listening in and those of you who are in the room, we want you to fill out an evaluation of this event. We want you to tell us what we got right. We want you to tell us what we didn't get right. If you're remote or you're logging in, you can click on the logo on the upper right part of your screen in order to access the evaluation and submit it. This is all what it's about. It's an ongoing dialogue with you, with your users, and with each other. So by focusing, collaborating, and focusing on the needs of the people who use libraries and the people who run them, we are going to pave the way for the next 60 years. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.